Let's start with a hard truth: failure. We've all faced it, felt it sting, and sometimes let it paralyze us. But what if I told you that failure isn't your enemy, it's your greatest teacher? Today, we're going to dive into why you fail, and how you can turn those failures into stepping stones to success. You fail because you play it safe. The comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Maybe you've settled into a job that pays the bills but doesn't ignite your passion. Or perhaps you're sticking to routines that don't challenge you. Growth begins at the end of your comfort zone. Take Sarah, for instance. She was a talented graphic designer who felt stuck in a monotonous job. One day, she decided to start freelancing on the side. The risks were high, but so were the rewards. Within a year, she built a thriving business, simply because she dared to step out of her comfort zone. You fail because you fear making mistakes. Perfectionism is a creativity killer. You want everything to be flawless before you take the plunge. Here's a secret: the road to success is paved with mistakes. Embrace them. Each mistake is a step closer to your goal. Thomas Edison didn't find 10,000 ways that worked, he found 10,000 ways that didn't before inventing the light bulb. Think about Mark, an entrepreneur who wanted to launch a new product. His first few attempts were disastrous, but each failure taught him something valuable. By the time he succeeded, his product was bulletproof, all thanks to the lessons learned from his mistakes. You fail because you give up too soon. Resilience is the key. Look at anyone who's achieved greatness, and you'll see someone who refused to quit. J.K. Rowling faced countless rejections before Harry Potter became a household name. Imagine if she'd stopped at her first no. Take John, a marathon runner who failed to finish his first race. Instead of giving up, he trained harder and completed not just 1, but 5 marathons over the next few years. His secret? He never gave up. You fail because you don't believe in yourself. Self-doubt is the thief of opportunity. The stories we tell ourselves matter. If you believe you're destined to fail, you will. But if you believe in your potential, no obstacle is insurmountable. Confidence isn't about never falling, it's about getting back up every time you do. Consider Emma, a woman who aspired to be a motivational speaker but was terrified of public speaking. She joined a local Toastmasters club to build her confidence. Slowly but surely, she conquered her fears and went on to inspire thousands with her story. The key was her unwavering belief in herself. You fail because you don't set clear goals. Ambiguity is the enemy of progress. If you don't know where you're headed, how will you know when you've arrived? Set clear, specific, and achievable goals. They're your roadmap to success. Take Mike, who always dreamed of writing a book but never seemed to make progress. One day, he set a goal to write just 500 words a day. Within 6 months, he had a completed manuscript. Clear goals gave him the direction and motivation he needed. You fail because you don't learn from failure. Failure is a detour, not a dead end. Analyze your setbacks. What went wrong? What can you do differently next time? Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it. Reflect on Lisa, a young woman who started her own bakery. Her first business venture failed, but she meticulously reviewed what went wrong. Armed with new knowledge, she launched a second bakery, which became a local sensation. Her willingness to learn from her initial failure was the catalyst for her success. You fail because you don't take responsibility. Blaming circumstances or external forces for your situation is easy, but it won't change anything. Take ownership of your path. When you accept responsibility, you gain control. Look at David, who constantly blamed his job for his lack of career progression. When he finally took responsibility, he upskilled, networked, and found a better position that aligned with his ambitions. His career took off once he stopped making excuses and started taking action. You fail because you fear change. Change is inevitable, but growth is optional. Embrace change as a catalyst for growth. Think of Maria, who feared switching careers after spending a decade in finance. She felt unfulfilled and longed to work in the nonprofit sector. It was a daunting change, but she took the leap and never looked back. Her new career brought her joy and a sense of purpose that she never found in finance. You fail because you lack patience. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. Patience is the secret ingredient to long-term success. Imagine Jake, who dreamt of launching a successful online business. Fueled by ambition, he dove into the market with high hopes, expecting instant results. When sales didn't skyrocket overnight, frustration set in. The initial excitement waned as the harsh reality of entrepreneurship unfolded. He faced technical glitches, marketing challenges, and customer acquisition hurdles. Temptation to abandon ship was strong, but Jake remembered advice from a mentor: success takes time. Learn from your missteps. So, he dug deeper, analyzing what wasn't working and tweaking his strategies. Slowly but surely, small improvements started showing results. After years of perseverance, Jake's business flourished, turning into a thriving enterprise. His journey highlights a critical lesson: patience and resilience are indispensable allies on the road to success. Without them, even the best ideas can falter before they have a chance to bloom. You fail because you don't have a growth mindset. A fixed mindset limits your potential, making you see failure as a permanent setback. Conversely, a growth mindset views failure as a stepping stone to improvement. Take Samantha, for example. She faced numerous setbacks in her career: missed promotions, failed projects, and critical feedback. At first, she saw these failures as a reflection of her limitations. But then, she came across the concept of a growth mindset. Inspired, she decided to change her perspective. Instead of seeing failures as dead ends, she began to see them as valuable lessons. When a project failed, she dissected it to understand what went wrong and how she could do better next time. Each piece of critical feedback became a tool for self-improvement. Over time, this mindset shift transformed her career. She rebounded from setbacks more robustly, innovated more creatively, and eventually achieved her professional goals. Samantha's story illustrates that a growth mindset is not just a motivational slogan, it's a practical strategy for turning failures into opportunities for success. Here's the thing: failing doesn't make you a failure. Staying down does. Each failure is an opportunity to learn, grow, and come back stronger. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it fuel your journey to success. Remember, the only true failure is not trying at all. So, my friends, the next time you face failure, don't fear it. Embrace it. Analyze it. Learn from it. And most importantly, use it as a stepping stone to your success. Keep pushing, keep striving, and keep believing. Your next attempt might just be the breakthrough you've been waiting for.